Yeah, he was asking about benching and shit. I was like, damn, you should bench more. Like, you're kind of big. Like, pause. But yeah, anyway, I went up behind him and I helped him finish. Yeah, but after I was talking to him about benching, whatever, I went back to my set. Later on in the gym when I was leaving, he was benching. And I saw him benching with the bar in his hand like this with his wrist back, man. Wrist back, the worst thing you could do. Oh my God, yo. He had 135 on the bench with his wrist back like this. Benching with his wrist, like all the pressure's on your wrist. This is the worst thing you could do. This is terrible. Don't fucking do that. Why would you ever do that? Doing that, and I didn't say it while he was benching, obviously. I was just like helping him out. But after, I definitely fucking told him. I was like, why are you afraid to do it? Because he was doing 135 like pretty well. Like, you know, he was getting it up. Mind you, his wrists were taking in all the fucking pressure, but he did it for like 15. And I was like, bro, you had way more. And he was like, no. And even his fucking friend came over, like, bro, you had more. He got up and I was like, dude, you were saying how you don't want to hurt yourself, but while you're benching, you want to keep your wrists like straight, right? I was like telling him in an instructive way, probably gonna fuck it up and act like an asshole while I'm retelling the story right now. But I was like, yo, you have to keep them straight so you don't hurt yourself. Like you were concerned about that. So I'm telling you how to do it correctly now, and keep your back like together and your shoulders on the bench and puff out your chest and bench like this. I basically told him how to bench, and he had his feet like in the thing in the front, like to hold your feet. I don't like doing that. You know, like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Like, thank God you just told me that. Like that really helps. And I just kept spitting information. I was like, are you activating your chest or are you using your arms? Like, do you feel it in your arms? Because like with your wrist down, like you got to be feeling it in your arms. He's like, yeah, I've been feeling it. I've been getting pain in my wrist. I've been feeling it in my arms when I bench. And I was like, okay, yeah, you're doing this completely wrong. So I was like, can you flex your chest? This is what I do with everybody that starts benching. I was like, can you flex your chest? Like, can you like, you know, do the little titty dance, right? And he's like, yeah, I actually can do that. I was like, okay, perfect. Now, when you're benching, squeeze that, like use that to push the bar up, not your arms, you know, not your fucking wrists. So it was like, oh shit, like you're right. Like, and he was like, I didn't even know that I could do that. Like, I didn't know that I had control over the muscles like that. And his friend came over and is like, oh shit, like I heard what you're saying. I didn't know I could do that and then like have control over the muscles. I'm like, yeah, it's with everything. It's with your chest, your bicep, try every muscle. You have to know how to, you should be able to flex it and squeeze it, because that's how you truly rip your muscles. But I don't know, I just thought it was crazy because they were taking the gym seriously and they didn't even know how to bench correctly or use the muscles correctly to get the weight up and like destroy the chest. And he was scared of getting hurt. One YouTube video on how to bench could have saved him a lot of time. And he was like, thank God you told me that. I would have been in the hospital.